So let's start with our Wuji stance. Feet about shoulder width apart. Facing comfortably forward. Knees slightly relaxed. Slight bend of the knees. Hips forward so that the tailbone's pointing to the floor. Feel like the top of the head is being lifted upward, elongating the spine. Bring the chin down and in just a bit. Let the shoulders drop down and slightly forward. Arms slightly in front of you, a little bit away from the body. Breathing in and out through the nose. As you breathe in, let the abdomen expand outward, drawing the breath all the way down. You pause. And then with the exhalation, the abdomen contracts back towards the spine, pushing the breath up and out. And then you pause again before the next inhalation. Just take a couple of deep breaths here. Nice, deep, long abdominal breathing. Just focus on the breath. Let all your other thoughts disappear. Begin to become aware of your feet on the ground. All of the parts of the feet making contact with the earth. Connecting all the way down to the center of the earth. Feel that sense of being anchored. And also become aware of the earth rising up to support you, to merge with you, become a part of you. Just take a couple of nice deep breaths. Let's start with a purging move. It's called the tiger pump. So we're going to make tiger claws. We're going to breathe in as we go up. Breathe out through the mouth as you come down vigorously, pushing it into the earth. Then with the back of the hands coming back up as you breathe in. Bending from the knees, not the waist, so that you drop straight down. One more. And come back to Wuji stance. So today we're going to focus a bit on following the pathways of the meridians, pathways that allow the energy to travel through you your body and in and out of your body. So let's start by curling your hands, putting the nails of the fingers together and rubbing the fingernails, including the thumbnail, together, making the sound like a washboard, stimulating those 6 organ meridians that originate or terminate in the fingers. A couple of seconds more. Go ahead and slow it down. Bring your hands so that your fingers are pointing directly in front of you. Karate chop the air straight ahead. Do it really vigorously. And feel the fingers getting heavier and heavier. And slow it down. See if you can feel a little bit of tingling here. The idea is we want to try and be able to feel the energy as we follow the pathways. So let's do a little shaking. Go back to the Wuji stance. Just start bending at the knees. Let everything else just relax. And it will go basically wherever it wants while you're just letting everything shake out. Breathe in through the nose, down through the mouth. We want to purge. We want to allow the energy to be released and return to the earth to be recycled. We want to open up the energy pathways, breaking up any blockages, removing any stagnation. So fairly vigorously shake everything out. Couple more. And just gradually come to a stop. Don't stop quickly, just slow it down and eventually come to a stop. Good. Let's see if we can stimulate a chi ball between our hands. Bring your hands in front of you. Make sure your fingers are relaxed, your palms, your hands are relaxed. We don't want to be holding it stiffly. That just constricts to the flow of energy. So as you breathe in, kind of let a balloon expand outward a couple inches. And then as you breathe out, we compress that balloon back to the starting point. Just massage the energy between your hands. Very slowly, nice long breaths. Slowly with the breath. Couple more. Come back to the starting point. See if you can feel something of substance in your hands. Roll it around a little bit. See if as I drop it, the weight of it in my bottom hand, and then as I reverse, the weight goes into the opposite bottom hand. Good. Now make whichever hand you want your bottom hand to support that ball. Take the other hand away and put it behind it, also supporting the ball. And without giving it much thought, take that ball. Let's all do the same thing. Let's all push it right into our chest. So feel that ball of energy enter your chest. And then feel that warmth just spread out from the chest, through the torso. Good. Now the Lao Gong points are the points in your palms. It's like mini chakras. So this is some of the most sensitive points we have in the body for feeling the energy. Fingertips are also pretty sensitive. So as we go through the pathways of the meridians, try to feel the energy. You can make contact with the body as we do it, or you can have it an inch or two above the body. Doesn't make any difference. You can alternate. Some of them, it's almost hard to keep contact. You're going to want to lift off the body, and that's fine. The hands are kind of like magnetic fields. And so as you run along the meridians, you're stimulating the energy. And we don't have to worry about exactly where the meridians are. Don't worry about if you're exactly in the right place or not, because it covers a large area, the energy from your palms. So the first two meridians that we're going to work with are actually what we call extraordinary meridians. There are 12 organ meridians and 8 extraordinary meridians. The 2 extraordinary meridians that we're going to work with today are called the conception vessel, or the Ren meridian. That comes from the perineum, up the front to the bottom lip, and then it goes inside and connects to the roof of your mouth. The governing vessel, or the dew meridian, comes from the perineum, comes up the back, over the top of the head to the upper lip, and then goes in and also connects to the roof of the mouth. So often when we practice, I'll tell you, take your tongue and put it to the roof of your mouth. That's helping it establish and maintain that connection between those 2 meridians. So this one we can do with 2 hands and do them both at the same time. So we're going to start down here. Just try to get a sense of the energy. We're not even going to put our hands on the body for this one. And as we breathe in, we're just going to come up the body. Now with the part with the back, come up as high as you can, then come around and just imagine making the connection from the last point my hand was at to where the hand is now. So we come up, connect, come over the top of the head, and then both meet at the mouth. So let's do that again. Breathe in and come up. One more time. Good. So let's start at the spleen meridian. The spleen meridian, we're going to start at the outside of the big toe. We're going to come up with both hands, up the inside of the leg. When you get to the hips, you're going to come up a little bit higher, then widen out, come just basically outside the nipple line to the top of the armpit area, and then we're going to go down a little bit. So we come up, breathing in, all the way up to the armpits and down. Basically to the bottom of the rib cage. One more time. Breathing in. Good. From there, we're going to go to the heart meridian. Heart meridian starts basically just about at the armpit, comes down to the pinky, the inside of the pinky. So we're just going to do this 3 times. And then we're going to switch to the opposite side. Just come down the inside of the arm to the inside of the pinky. Good. Then the small intestine, starting on the outside of the pinky. We're going to come up the arm. We're going to come to the shoulder. We're going to come up the neck. We're going to come to the face. We're going to go to the cheekbone. And then we're going to push basically toward the eyebrow. So we come up. One more time. Good. Now the opposite side. So we start on the outside of the pinky. We come up the arm, neck to the cheekbone, and then back. Like I said, you don't have to touch, and you don't have to worry about exactly where you are. The energy field will work with you. Then from there, we're now going to come to the bladder. So we're going to start with our hands on our forehead. We're going to come over the top of the head. Go down as far as you can, then come to the back. Come down the back. Go down to the coccyx. Then come up and around the glute muscles. So basically you're coming like this. Then we're going to come back up as high as you can comfortably come up. We're then going to go back down just a little bit wider off the center line. We're going to come down the outside of the legs, more towards the back of the leg. We're going to come around to the pinky toe, the small toe. So let's do that again. So we're going to start at the top of the head. Come around the top of the head, down to the buttocks, up and around the glute muscles, then back up the back, down again, pushing down to the small toe. One more time. Good. Then the kidney meridian. Bring your feet up a bit so you can reach the soles of your feet. You want to reach underneath here. The kidney 1 point is the point right, if you can see that, about 2/3 of the way up the foot, right in the center there. We're not hitting that exactly. We're just going to reach under, come up the inside leg, come right over the ankle bone. The kidney meridian actually goes around the ankle bone. We don't have to do that. We're just going to come our hands over it, stimulating that entire path. We're going to come all the way up. Continue to come straight up to the kidney 27 points, which are just below the collarbone, to here. So let's do that again. Nice, easy one. Breathe in. All the way up. One more time. Good. Then from here, we're going to do the pericardium. Pericardium goes down the arm. So we're going to go down the inside of the arm to the middle finger 3 times on one side and 3 times on the opposite side. Good. From the pericardium, we're going to go to the triple warmer meridian, which is now we're going from the ring finger. We're coming up the outside of the arm, up the shoulder, up the neck, around the outside of the ear, coming down, coming in just a bit, and then going to the end of your eyebrow. So we come up, and again, don't worry about you're hitting it just right. Just kind of get the idea. You'll stimulate it. And then we do 3 times on the opposite side. Last one. Good. The gallbladder, extremely long meridian, gets a little complicated in the head. We don't go through all the machinations in the head. We're going to start with our fingers at the brow line, basically. Actually, that's the second part. We're going to start right outside the eyes. We're just going to come up the inside of the ear, come over the ear to the base of the neck. Then from there, we put our hands to the brow line, come up over the top of the head, come down the back, come forward to the chest, come in, go out, in at the waist, out at the hips, down the outside of the legs, and off the 4th toe. So let's do that one again. So we're going to come up and around. Then we're going to come up and around again. In, out, down off the 4th toe. One last time. So we come around the ear, to the back and base of the neck. And we start with the fingers to the brow line, come up over the head, down in front, back, and down the legs to the 4th toe. Good. Now starting at the big toe, on the inside of the big toe, we've got the liver meridian. So we start on the inside of the big toe, we come up the inside of the leg. This one, when we get to a little higher than the abdomen or so, we cross over and come basically to the bottom of the rib cage. So we come up, cross over to the rib cage. One more time. Good. Now, starting from this point, obviously we can't do it with both hands. Well, sort of can, but I'm not going to try. We're going to go from the lung to the lung meridians. So lung meridian starts right up here in the chest. It's going to come down the inside of the arm to the thumb. So we're going to do that 3 times on one side. And then switch to 3 times on the other. Now we're going to go to the large intestine. We're going to go to the index finger, the second finger, the pointer finger. We're going to come up the outside of the arm, up the shoulder, up the neck, come below the nose, come in and across to the opposite side of the nostril. So we come up and across. One more time. And then we do the opposite side. Good. And then finally, we do the stomach. We come around to just below the eyes. Both hands come down the face, down the neck, open at the chest, push down on the rib cage, come back to the middle line, then separate at the hips, push all the way down to the second toe. We'll do it again. Come down, open, down, midline, open, down, off the second toe. One more time. Good. That was the 12 organ meridians, and then kind of to seal everything, we're going to do the Do and the Ren meridians again. So with 2 hands, one in front, one in back, we're going to bring it up the center line of the body, connect to the mouth. Now this time, we're going to do it twice more, and the last time, let's do it again, one more time. And then on this last one, stop in front of the mouth. And make believe you have a lock and key here. Turn the key to lock it all in. And if you want, you can do some kind of affirmation here. And then just relax. And just look inward. Try to feel all that energy moving through your body. So let's do a little tracing and stimulating of the meridians. So we're going to do the 6 meridians of the arms, the 6 meridians of the legs. Those are the 12 organ meridians. So we're just simply going to tap with an open palm, cupped palm, and come down on the inside of the arm, all the way down to the fingertips, and then up the outside of the arm. 3 times. Come around to the face of the neck, then come back forward. Good. Switch sides. One. That's two. That's three. Rub the hands together. Get them nice and warm. Then put them right on your face. Heels of the hands on the cheekbone. Palms far enough so that they don't touch the eyes. Fingers on your forehead. See if you can feel the energy coming out of the Lao Gong points. And we're going to wash the face. We're just going to push up a little bit, come down in front of the ears, come down to the chin, and go around a couple of times there. Stimulating all the points on the face and in front of the ear. And then we're going to come up higher and come down behind the ears, around the jaw, and then back up. Good. Then you're going to put your hands over your ears and rub the entire ear. Get them nice and warm. Good. Using the thumb and first finger, start at the top of the ear, kind of squeeze and pull a little bit till you get all the way down to the earlobe. And you're going to then want to kind of pull off the earlobe. Do that 3 times. Acupuncturists can treat the entire body just by using the points in the ears. It's called auricular therapy. So we want to stimulate the ears, even though we didn't talk about any of the meridians going through the ears. Then using your index finger, massage all along the fleshy parts of the inside of the ear. Don't stick it into the ear canal, but just massage all the parts inside the ear, the fleshy parts. And if you find a part that feels a little uncomfortable, actually stay there a little bit longer and try to massage that out. You may get some crunching, you may get a little bit of discomfort. Just stay there a little bit longer, see if you can massage it out. The way the body is kind of aligned in the ear, excuse me, is the head is down here, and then the feet are way up here. And the feet are bent, the legs are bent, so the knees are about here. And so just massaging all the parts of the inside of the ear gets every part of your body. Good. Take your hands just basically under your arms and just give a nice rub here. Up and down. And then tap, starting at the top, going down. One more time. And then bring your hands around the kidneys. Give the kidneys a nice rub. Feel that energy coming out of the loud bone points, stimulating the kidneys. Then with an open cupped palm, tap on the kidneys. And come down the outside, legs. Making sure to get the ankles around the toes, up the inside of the ankles, the inside of the legs, into the leg crease or the quad. Here, let's make a loose fist and just go up and down that leg crease, opening up the leg gates. Good. Come up to just below the belly button. Tap there. The area of the lower dantian. And we're going to follow the daimai, the belt channel, one of the extraordinary meridians. We're simply going to tap, right in center, come all the way around, back to the kidneys. Good, so we're going to tap down the outside of the legs, the ankle bones, to the toes, up the inside ankles, inside of the legs, up the quad, in to the belly button just below, then around. Kidneys, one more time down. Around. Back up. This time stay in the front, come around to the lower dantian. Nice loose fist. Let's go up the right, I'm not going to mirror you, to just below the rib cage, across and back down 3 times. And then we're going to reverse. You're going to come up the left, down the right 3 times. Good. Put one hand over the other. Just give a nice rub. Bring to the sides of the body again. It's up here instead of underneath. We're a little more in the front with our spleen. Good. Drop the hands down again. So you can feel that energy moving through the body. From the Wuji stance. Bend at the knees just a little bit. Draw the energy up through the soles of your feet, up the legs as you breathe in. Hands drift in front. Fingers interlock. Rotate the hands in front of your face. Push upward as you follow them with your eyes. The hands come above and then slightly behind you. Then hold your breath, look forward. Exhale down. Breathe in, holding up the heavens. Hold your breath, look forward. Breathe out as you come down. Pause, gather the energy, bring it up the body. Look forward. Breathe out as you go down. One more time. Good. Leave your right hand down, I'll mirror you. Left hand comes up, rolls in front of the face, palm up, fingers towards the midline, while your right hand is palm down, fingers towards the midline. Push them apart. Make that connection to the earth and to heaven. Then turn the hands to the pinky space towards the body. Back of the hands cross, and then we separate the opposite hands, connecting heaven and earth. So we breathe in as the hands come and pass. Breathe out as they separate. One more time each side. Good. Now go back to exactly what we were doing. So the left hand comes up, right hand goes down, and then turn to the right and feel that stretch all the way through the side of the body. Then come back to the center. Hands come down and up. We go up, and then we turn to the left. One more time each side. Bring the hands down. Let the hands open like giant wings. Open the chest, look up, absorb all that wonderful energy, bring it into the body. Lung flow. Breathe in. Pause. Breathe out. Pause. One more time, and then we're going to do a slight variation. Bring it in. This time go out, but palms down. Open the chest. Receive that energy. Turn the palms over. First finger and thumb touch. Bring it in so the forearms, the elbows come together, shoulders come down. Breathe in, open the chest, close down the shoulder blades. Then we open the shoulder blades while we close down the chest. Lung flow. Connecting the two meridians of the lung and the large intestine. One more time. Good, let the hands drop. Go to a slightly wider stance. Bending at the knees, not at the waist. We're going to dip down. Back of the hands almost touch, but not quite. Bringing the energy right up into the kidney 27 points. Then taking energy we no longer need, that no longer serves us, and sending it down to the earth to be recycled. So we breathe in as we bring that fresh energy up. Pause, transition to take the energy and recycle it into the earth. It's kidney flow called the fountain. So bringing that energy up through the soles of our feet, up the legs, up the torso, to the terminus of the external meridian, the superficial kidney 27 points. One more time. Good. Bring the hands out. Bring your left hand up. Right hand scoops back, gathers energy, comes to the head, then comes to the forearm, down off the fingers. Then that hand flips up, palm up. The other hand now comes back, scoops up energy, brings fresh energy into the head, takes energy that no longer serves us, sends it down the arm, down the fingers, out to be recycled. Try to feel the energy on this entire movement, but especially when you're pushing it down the arm, and even more so when the palms cross and it pushes out along the fingers. Hopefully it's starting to feel very sensitive. This is for the wood element, the liver and gallbladder. One more time each side. Good. Bring the hands so that you're holding a chi ball. We're going to put the left hand on top, right hand below. We're going to turn to the left as that left arm comes up over the head. The right hand turns palm out and pushes through. Then we come back to the center, grab that chi ball, rotate the chi ball over, and then switch to the opposite side. Fair Lady works the shuttle for the fire element. the heart and small intestine. And the fire element is kind of weird. It also has the pericardium and the triple warmer meridians. It's the only one of the elements that has two pairs. One more time each side. Good. Come back to center, holding that chi ball. The earth element, spleen and stomach. Put the palms so they face down. Try to imagine there's a pond of water here. We're going to let our hips go back as our hands go forward. Then our hips come forward, our hands come back and around, palms up. So palms down as they go out, then they rotate over, palms up as they come back. Pebble in the pond. So try to feel the surface of the water. Feel like there's something of substance there. Feel like as you're pushing your fingers out over that, you're sending out ripples of energy along the surface. And then very gently grabbing that energy and bringing it into the body. One more time. Good. Then for the triple warmer, we're going to bring down the heavens. So breathe in as you gather the energy. Pause, breathe out as you push the energy down through the top of the head, down the torso, down the legs into the ground. Bring your feet as close together as comfortable. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Leave the right hand down, palm up, left hand comes scooping out. Thumb and first finger separate. Thumb facing the center line of the body as it slowly drifts down. Then we switch. Breathe in. Pause. Breathe out. One more time each side. Centering. Balancing the three dantians. Finish with one palm over the other, either by interlacing the webbing of the thumbs or holding at the wrists. Feel that energy coming out of the Lao Gong points, spreading through your body. Allow that energy to enter every part of your body and then expand outward. And just notice that sense of being healthy, being calm, at peace. Take a nice deep breath, gather those feelings, and take them with you for the rest of the day. Thank you.